This is an interesting time in social media, man. We've had Ava Chris Tyson exposed for her weird things that she did when she was younger. Well, I say younger, but I mean she was in her 20s. We have the Twitter API leak, which basically kind of shows that Elon Musk could potentially be allowing certain platforms that you've most likely seen if you use Twitter have certain privileges and be allowed to get away with basically saying anything. And now there is some info on Andrew Tate being on the Ava Chris Tyson timing, and we'll get into that in a bit. Hey, hello, what's up, whatever. It's your new boy Les, and welcome to a new video. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Now we have Andrew Tate, and I'm pretty sure we all know who Andrew Tate is, but if you don't, then I'll just give a rundown. Andrew Tate was a former MMA champion slash fighter, claiming that he came from the mud and had to grind his way up, MMA being one of those things that he used. And right now he's just a red pill type of guy, you know, the Matrix. The CIA's out to get him. He potentially has ties to a sex trafficking ring and is a possible nonce. Now we're going to elaborate on the more possible nonce part of what I'm saying here. So I came across this video on Twitter by Drew Pavlo, and it makes the claim that Andrew Tate recorded a sex tape beating a 14-year-old girl. Can't wait until this pedo is locked up. And on top of that, he posts a video, and I'll just summarize the video basically. So 2 years ago, Andrew Tate posted a video on what appears to be Rumble. And if you don't know Rumble, it's another site similar to YouTube. You can stream, and based off what I'm seeing here, you can also upload videos on it. Now 2 years ago, he posted a video saying Andrew Tate's final message, and it's like an hour-long video. And there's a certain part of the video where he addresses a certain video that came 10 years prior to 2022, showing him like beating slash doing kinky things. I'm going to say kinky because that's what he claims. Doing kinky things with his then girlfriend. And Andrew Tate reasoned it with being like, oh, it's just two people, well, two consenting adults doing things that we're both content with. So why should people outside of us be unhappy with what we did when we were both happy with what we did? And even the ex-girlfriend did come out with a video. I don't know where, but this video shows a video of the girlfriend saying like, hey, I'm here to address the video that Andrew Tate was saying. And yeah, we're cool. He's a great guy, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to assume it's recently because I'm only seeing this recently, but recently that same woman on her Instagram story, basically someone asked her like, how old is she? And then she said she was 26 years of age. And we're talking about around present time. Currently, she is 26 years old. Now, off rip, you can see where this is going. So people are super duper weirded out about this. Now, people didn't really have a reason to continue along this path with this girlfriend and Andrew Tate because there wasn't anything really connecting to say like, hey, he is a pedo. But the fact that she says she is 26 years old now has gotten people to be like, hold on, wait a minute, something ain't right. Now, if she's currently 26, and the time that Andrew Tate made that video, which was in 2022, she would have been around 24 years old. And if we do some more math, and Andrew Tate made the claim that, hey, there was a video that was released from 10 years ago, 24 minus 10 equals 14. Meaning that what Andrew Tate claims to be a sexual act between two consenting adults was in fact not between two consenting adults. And it's a lot more messed up because at around the time, Andrew Tate was 28 years old, aka 2012. Now this was posted on the 25th of June, and literally the next day on the 26th of June, Drew Pavlo tweeted again saying that Andrew Tate is threatening to sue me for libel? What? For libel because I called him a pedo rapist. Like if you would donate to a legal defense that argues truth claims that he actually is a pedo racist. And basically just showing a picture of Andrew Tate making a post saying, you mean this girl who's literally in my defense? See you in court, Drew. Basically saying like, yo, this same girl that's basically saying, oh nah, he cool, he alright, I'll see you in court though. He doesn't really say too much. He doesn't confirm nor deny that, you know, she was a minor back then. Now, the original people that made the video that shows you all the evidence for this, they're called Milk Bar TV, which is like the original poster of this video. Now, the tape in itself without this information being posted was already disturbing, but we can't deny that, you know, these certain kinks don't already exist, right? But people still were disturbed by that. And according to Milk Bar TV, Tate has been on record in the past saying that he dated Vivian since she was 15. She worked for Tate as a webcam model. The date when she begun is unknown. Original has Tate's age at 28. In 2012, it was 25, while making a sex tape beating a 14-year-old. This version has been updated with his correct age. So basically, I was wrong about that earlier. He was 25, not 28. The 29th of July, there was a tweet by Crayon Murders that basically says Andrew Tate's old Twitter account is a masterclass in what not to write on the internet. A thread, and there is several pictures of some really inappropriate stuff that he tweeted, and this is not like 2012 or 2011, you know, around that period of time. these seem to be tweets from as early on as 2019. Now, just for a few examples, I'm going to read a few of these tweets. One of them says, "I come on Christian girls day after day." Another one of him replying to a tweet says, "Imagine you and all your boys pick up machine guns and run around your home country telling the police to fuck off. Eventually the police do actually fuck off, and you can do anything you want. You can point at females at random and force them to have your son's fun. Wife ain't listening, need Islam. Feminism, Islam. Divorce, raped, Islam. Woman took your kids, Islam. There is no problem the modern man faces in the West that can't be solved with Islam. Remove freedoms. Can't leave the house without permission. Cover your face. My Muslim brothers and I do females what the government is doing to all of you men. You're a girl now. Property. Put that mask on. Inshallah." She's 18, I'm 33, and I'm her first ever man. Does this upset you? And the same guy then posts further proof to be like, yes, this is actually Andrew Tate's account. There's a video of him actually claiming to follow his account. Here it is. This is not just some random dude. This is actually Andrew Tate behind these tweets. Now, that's just some of the pictures posted in this thread, right? There's literally 30 pictures of him getting exposed in 4K. And to be honest, that's all that's really come out of it. So, what do I think about it? I feel weirdly glad. I know that sounds really dark to say considering the context, but let me explain. Ever since Andrew Tate's been on the scene, he has been exposed or have connections to just to some really bad stuff, right? Now, for me personally, I didn't really go out of my way to actually research if Tate did these supposedly claimed things, right? And I was never ever really presented with proof that yeah, he did do this really bad thing and he did really do that bad thing, right? So I wasn't really tripping, but at the same time, I didn't really like him. I mean, to be honest, I don't really like him still, but now there is clear indication that Andrew Tate is right. He is an immense creep. He is insanely weird. I do not know what more evidence Tate fans and just red pillars need to see that yo, this guy that I am supporting that has shown me this new way of thinking, he is actually a horrible, horrible human being. And that is the truth. He is a horrible human being. There is literal proof of this now, or at least I'm talking from the proof that I see here, right? That woman confirming her age being 26 was the key to linking back to the fact that he's a pedo. He is 100% a pedo. Now, in some of these tweets that was posted on the thread, Andrew Tate was making a lot of claims of hey, I have this big webcam studio business and I employ a lot of girls and whatever, right? Some of these posts that he made, it shows that yo, these girls were getting paid diddly squat or something, and just seemed like he was not speaking very highly of the woman that he employed for his webcam studio business thing, which could show and indicate an abusive work environment. But either way, Andrew Tate has to be cooked. If you're genuinely a fan of Andrew Tate, there is literally no escaping this one. There is no excuse that you can possibly come up with to protect your top G. Andrew Tate could have been 25, he could have been 28 years old. It really does not matter. Bro was doing the weirdest things with a 14-year-old girl. It's literally on camera. That is foul and it is disgusting. And maybe I'm saying this because I don't really like Andrew Tate. Damn, I wouldn't even be surprised if bro's just a full-on groomer, right? Maybe his webcam, business thing, he was grooming those women and those girls. I honestly would not be surprised. I just hope that there's actual substantial evidence that can put him behind bars finally. At the very least, he should be fully cancelled and just off the internet just based off the stuff that he said back in 2019 and 2020. You can't even reason this with saying oh, things were different back then, it was edgy times. That was literally 4 years ago. We moved past Leafy YouTube at that time. Leafy wasn't there. Leafy is gone type of YouTube. 2020, that's when stuff started being okay, we're actually civilized content creators and we're actually proper people who don't do weird stuff like Ava Tyson, and we just don't talk inappropriately, right? No one can make an excuse for that with Andrew Tate over here. I cannot think of any valid excuse for any of the stuff that he said here. It is all disgusting, wretched. Some of the stuff here even incentivizes people to do a lot of illegal stuff, like getting 5 passport and 5 licenses all with different names for something. Now, I'm assuming that's just to dodge some legal stuff if you have multiple passports and multiple licenses and whatever for different countries and stuff. And actually, just another one that I'm reading right here, another one of his absolutely disgusting tweets here. Let me just read this. Everyone wants to be friends with the pimp. Doubt me? Epstein had access to pussy. Look at his fucking friends list. It's basic human psychology. I have the assets every man who's not a hating bitch wishes they had. And the next best thing to being me is knowing me. Just that tweet alone is super duper disgusting. I cannot describe how much of a scum this guy is, bro. It's nah, it is all trash. It is all wretched and it is all disgusting. At the very least, Andrew Tate should not have a platform anywhere. Yes, because of these tweets. Bro, 2019 was 5 years ago, 2020 4 years ago, 2021 3 years ago, it's 2024 now. I really strongly believe that there's no way out of this one. You are done. I mean, but I'm just basically regurgitating the same thing. Overall, he is disgusting. There is now proof that he's actually preyed on at least one of these people while they were super duper young, and while he was old enough, like 25 or 28, it doesn't matter. He was old enough to know that this is super duper wrong and super duper weird to do. And him claiming that yes, it was a sexual act, he is further cooked, bro. He needs to be deplatformed. Like, I've been saying this for time, but now it's like, here's the evidence. He's actually done this. You are actually done now. Like, you need to get off the internet because you are not a good role model in any way possible. Even just the way that you speak about women is disgusting, and have spoke about women is absolutely disgusting. I mean, but just a little fun fact, Milky Bar TV made a tweet 15 hours ago. It's currently the 3rd of August at the time of this recording, and it says the Tates have mentioned me in court documents for their Florida case. I assume Andrew didn't like this video I made that's been seen over 32 million times, exposing that he made a sex tape with a minor. Now, I'm not going to read the entire document. I don't even think I know where to find it, to be honest with you. But it basically says, works with dozen other X accounts, including Milk Bar TV and Addervid 2084. These accounts regularly coordinate public attacks against Andrew and Tristan Tate, disseminating heinous accusations that have been retweeted tens of millions of times. Then it gives links to, you know, the accounts, and I'm pretty sure like some of the posts as examples or something. Has a Google Drive. I'm not going to go into that Google Drive, me personally. But basically, you know, the Tates are clearly taking action to try and take this down because they know that it's bad. I think regardless, wrong or right, they definitely, well, you know, if I was in the position, I would probably also take the step of involving the court, involving lawyers and whatever, because these are huge accusations. But the thing is, in this case, it really doesn't matter because there's now solid proof. Like, the woman claimed to be 26, or claims to be 26 rather. If you do the maths, she was 14 back in 2012, aka when the video came out. That was super duper disturbing, right? And Andrew Tate claiming that it was a sexual act back in 2022 between two consenting adults. It just leaves him more cooked because she was in fact a minor. And there is absolutely no context where Mr. Tate at the ripe age of 25 or 28 is doing such sexual acts with a minor who is 14 years old. And I hope that stuff actually starts to happen now, and not like, oh, okay, court this, court that, and then nothing comes out of it. I actually hope that something actually happens to him. There is absolutely no way out of this one. You're done. And yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please do leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated if you do want to, of course. And also, if you're going to check out my other videos or past streams or whatever the case may be, then please do subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated if you do want to, of course. Like, this whole situation sucks, and I want to kind of see like more reactions in terms of Andrew Tate's actual fan base seeing all this evidence and the dots being connected, and this being like, oh, my goat is actually cooked. Like, I want to see that reaction happen, and I want to see Tate actually lose fans from this. Because let's be honest, Tate is always going to have fans in some capacity, but it doesn't need to be as immense or dense as it is now. I do have a Twitter and I do have an Instagram. I'm active on both of those. I do have a goal of trying to ratio bis to beast over there on Twitter, and in order to do that, I'm gonna need more followers over there, and in order to get more followers over there, I'm gonna need more followers over here, so you know exactly what to do. There is absolutely nothing you can do to be able to defend Tate right now. Like, there's nothing. And if someone like tries to defend it or whatever in my comments, if you know that's gonna be a thing, you're actually disgusting. I do have a Discord link in description. You can go check it out over there. What did you think about this video? I shouldn't have to ask this question, but I usually do. Do you agree? Do you disagree with what I said? Do you think the evidence is substantial? Do you think the actual fall off of Andrew Tate begins now, or is he just gonna keep continuing with the support that he has? Is he gonna have people backing him? Why do you like / why do you hate Andrew Tate? Who's your favorite fictional character? Anything you possibly have to say, you can put it down in the comments below, and I'll probably acknowledge it. And you know what it is, guys. Peace.